The sun was setting over the desert, casting long shadows across the sand. The people of Israel, thousands of families, were walking out of Egypt for the first time in their lives. Free, hopeful, still trying to understand what freedom even felt like. Leading them was Moses, a man who never wanted the spotlight, but followed God anyway. But freedom didn't come easy. Far behind them, the ground shook. The distant thunder wasn't a storm. It was chariots. Pharaoh had changed his mind. His army, the strongest in the world, was racing toward them. People turned and saw dust rising in the distance. Fear swept through the camp like a cold wind. And in front of them, not a road, not a way out. A sea, deep, wide, impossible. They cried out to Moses, "Why did you bring us here? Were there not graves in Egypt? Now we're trapped." Moses stood on a small rise overlooking the sea, the weight of a nation pressing down on him. But then, he spoke with a calm that didn't come from himself. "Do not be afraid. Stand firm. The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still." And then God told Moses, "Lift your staff. Raise your hand over the sea." So Moses stepped forward. He raised his staff, and something began to happen. The wind roared, strong, fierce, unmistakably divine. The sea trembled, then pulled back. Walls of water rose on both sides like towering blue mountains. A dry path appeared, solid ground where moments earlier there had been nothing but deep water. People gasped. Some cried. Some fell to their knees. And then the call came. "Go, walk through." Thousands poured onto the path, families, elders, children, walking between walls of water that held steady by the power of God alone. But Pharaoh's army wasn't far behind. Chariots thundered into the sea path, the soldiers shouting, determined. Then, just as the last Israelite stepped onto the far shore, God told Moses again, "Raise your hand over the sea." Moses lifted his staff. Deep crash of water, powerful impact. The walls of water collapsed. The sea rushed back into place with a roar that echoed for miles. The chariots disappeared. The threat was gone. Silence, then awe, then praise. On that shore, the people understood something deep and unforgettable. God doesn't just rescue. He creates paths where none exist. He makes a way through impossible places. And sometimes, he waits until the very moment when we're certain we're trapped, just to show us he never left.